Okay, so... Alright.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path.
We're doing this. You must have the wrong address.
Given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
You were joking about coming here to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Okay.
Alright, I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent to here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever said to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that.
Me neither.
I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Exactly.
We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life I'm talking about.
She gets it.
Think I can even end the world?
I do.
Why would I even want to?
I do. I've seen it.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
See, I want to save her. There's gotta be a way to save her.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could...
You can't.
Wait.
The wound drives her to the ground.
No.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
No.
You bastard.
No.
Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
It didn't even let me warn her.
She crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act.
I'm scared.
And unarmed, there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her armor. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with... Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
No. I don't wanna. I can't do anything else though.
Seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the
There we
blade
go.
falls from your
There we
trembling
go.
hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness,
Oh no.
unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
No,
This is the end.
it wasn't me.
Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
It wasn't me. The beast. Oh no.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Bro.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best if he doesn't remember what happened. Then something
The
else
Hunted.
trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's
The
forcing you to do
Hunted.
anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess. She will lie as a cat. I don't see why that matters.
Wait, I didn't see what it said. I didn't see what it said.
Oh, don't. Those are two very.
Fuck. My bad.
Oh, don't. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the... What are you talking about? You reach for it. There was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this?
Yes.
I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
I don't care. I'm not going in with violence.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. The air seeping up from below it, she growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
She's not human no more.
Or maybe eager.
She's a monster.
Carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Probably where that tell is.
You see
Yeah.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind. Remember, she's just a princess.
No, she's not.
Certainly not just a princess.
No, she's not.
Helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves.
What the hell?
From the darkness.
I can
I
hear
don't
your
like
heart
that.
pounding
I don't
from
like
the bottom
that.
of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver.
I said we didn't have to kill each other and you didn't listen.
Guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs
I'm trying to go about this without violence. It's not working.
More than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I
It's
killed
acid.
you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
That's...
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards. The distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
No. Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. Fine, you can leave. You can leave. Just let me go.
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
So me.
Violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning.
I
in
do.
death. There's no more space for words.
She'll let me out. You need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here. Just because I want freedom doesn't mean I want to give you yours.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever. I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets. What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes
Do you
dark,
work today?
No.
and you die.
Can you do me a favor?
Huh.
Can you put the rest of my clothes that are in the basket downstairs whenever you can in the washer and dryer?
Sure.
And then also wash my sheets
Chapter 3?
right here.
Yeah. I've never had a chapter 3. Can you shut my door? It's only been 15 minutes though. This one was quick. Bethany! Can you shut my door?
Yeah, my fault.
Thanks.
It's the green and white ones that's in the middle of the floor. Okay?
Alright.
We have no beginning, and we have no end.
The wild.
Something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no.
Wait,
How many
he
times have you
knows.
been there?
He knows.
This is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even
Voice of the
exist as a
broken.
body anymore. We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the...
This thing watching us, what is he? Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine, I like being this. I don't. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? This is how we're supposed to be, but what do we do now? Whatever we are right now is an abomination, and I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me, and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, you, narrator, how do I stop her? Do nothing.
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
It is
I
not.
don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
But why?
Only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He
I don't
wants
wanna.
us to kill each other.
I'm happy with peace.
I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world. She's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
How do I kill the narrator? I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him? Yes.
Back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
It hurt, yeah, but like... See, I found peace in her. We had that happy ending, and then the game tried to stop it. So I'm gonna turn inward and find freedom.
Fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundary. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? This is all too much. Why can't we just let her do as she sees fit? She's the one who can handle being vast. It's not for us.
It's not for me. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place you need to be, you just need to find it. Find it.
Stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Of course we do. To the ends of the earth.
I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something as cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
He sounds so
I
desperate.
think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
With pleasure.
No, stop!
Whoa! But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
This story is deep.
Beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
And then it's
Where
gone.
did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Bro, this is sad. But you never gets the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get
It
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
That thing
I don't
reeks
want
of
to look
death.
at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so.
I'd like to be somewhere nice. A mercy. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You're unraveled. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels have one? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. I got so many questions.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
It's been 30 minutes for this playthrough.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for. If I did, I would already be awake. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answer. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I'll kill him.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you. 1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
There's no waiting forever.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Peace. I want peace. I'm ready to go back.
See you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. A curious and beautiful heart, bring the networked wild to her. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna end this here.
Your
That was interesting.